because it's not, you know, full of shenanigans and stuff like that. But I need to get it out anyway. So let's say mainly this is for me, and I just need to get a couple things out. Not last year, but the year before that, I found out that Rob Bailey and Dana Lynn Bailey were going to be in Tampa, in Florida, which was about an hour from me, and it was the day before my birthday. It was in October, and I told myself no matter what I was gonna go. Well, I got called into work that day, and I was really pissed off because I'm like, you know, I've got to work, they're gonna be there, like I really want to meet them, you know, and it really pissed me off because I work a fuck ton. You know, I spend the majority of my time working, and someone calls out, I go in. Someone doesn't show up, I stay late. Someone wants a day off, I'm the one they call. You know, I'm always working. So I told myself, no, I needed something that was for me. I needed to do something that was for me. So I worked till 3, and I jumped in the car and I raced up to Tampa, and I stood in line for almost 2 hours, well, probably over 2 hours, just waiting to meet them, and we got closer and closer, and yet it was just taking forever and ever and ever, and I found out once I got inside the building and was waiting to see them that the reason it was taking even longer than it should have, well, than it seemed it should have, was because they wanted to make sure that they saw everyone, but they wanted to make sure they saw the kids that had shown up to see them. So Rob was actually going through the line and pulling people with kids and allowing them to come in first, and they even were like, hey, do you mind if you wait a minute, and like we let the kids come in first, and we're like, no, that's fine. And finally we meet them, and you know, Rob went back outside and we meet Dana, and I chat with her for a second, and take a couple pictures, do the whole autograph game and stuff like that. And it was just funny to see, like, not necessarily funny, but it was interesting to see that they were actually legitimately how you think they were. Like, there's nothing worse than finding out people are fake and full of shit, especially when you look up to them, and these were actually solid people. Well, I had my hat on, my work is in my blood hat, and Rob wasn't around, and I was like, damn, like, I really wanted, you know, to get Rob to sign my hat real quick, because it meant a lot, you know, to me and everything like that. And as I was walking out, he was walking back in, and I had to stop him. I'm like, man, it's my birthday, I took off work, and I drove all the way up here. And he goes, wait, you took off work? And I realized the way that came out of my mouth made it sound like I blew off work to drive up there, which wasn't how it happened. And that stuck in my head for 2 fucking years. You know, I worked so much, what I meant was I took off straight from work, and it just didn't come out that way. But there was so much confusion, and it was so busy that, you know, I didn't have time to really explain myself. But I got him to sign my hat, I took a picture, and then that was it. And since then, I've had a lot happen, and I follow all their videos, you know, whether it's serious stuff, whether it's goofy stuff, life stuff, workout stuff, traveling, whatever. I'm always watching their stuff and seeing what they got going on. And they've got a lot of products out through Run Everything Labs, and I've got a lot of their stuff because I've had a hard time finding things that are legit. And I've drawn a lot of motivation from them. And I've gone through being sick, which I don't really need to get into, but I realized that I allowed being sick to knock me away from my goals. Like, oh, I can't do this, I'm sick. And you know, nothing life-threatening, like I just don't need to get into details about it and stuff, but it made things very difficult for me. And then I decided I was going to do a Spartan race last year in October. And about June, July of last year, I tore my MCL and completely fucked my leg up. I wasn't wasn't walking by myself. I was using either crutches or a cane, and it really fucked up my ideas for doing the Spartan race. But I already had my ticket, and I told myself that like nothing was going to stop me. You know what? Fuck it. All the windows open after. Nothing was gonna stop me. So I joined a little family-owned gym right here in town. And I walked in and I was kind of looking around. Someone came up to me and he's like, "Hey, can I help you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just looking around the gym." Well, he was one of the trainers. And he showed me around and we talked a little bit. I could barely fucking walk, but I left my cane in the car because I didn't like having to use it. So, anyways. Well, it turns out the guy I talked to ended up being my trainer. And I trained and I fought and I fucking worked hard and got myself able to run the race. I got myself race ready despite what I had going on. And like a week before the race, hurricane comes through and floods out the whole area and they cancel the race. And I was just so upset because I had pushed myself beyond my limits to get where I needed to get. And that was really difficult for me. And I got really upset and I let it throw me for a loop for a minute. And then I snapped back out of it. I said, you know what? I'll wait for the next one and I'll get it done. So the very first next one I heard of is this December. I found out later on there were ones earlier, but that's fine. So December of this year, I'll be running my first race. Now, with that being said, I still have complications. Prior to tearing my MCL, I had already had a pre-existing problem with my knee. And, you know, it's been very hard to run. So, only recently have I actually been able to run. You know, I'm slowly getting better in progress and everything like that. But I was still working so much that I wasn't training like I should. Or like I wanted to. So, I cut myself away from the crazy, stressful, psychotic hours and jobs, stuff like that. Got myself a new job. And got myself the free time I need to train again. And I realized that I keep making some of the biggest mistakes. You know, you don't... How do I explain it? Don't use food as a reward. Don't use drinking as a reward. Don't use, you know, oh, I don't have to go to the gym today because I went to the gym yesterday. Like, every day matters. Every meal counts. Everything you consume, every action you take, it matters. You know, there are no days off if you want real progress in life. And I've just been allowing myself to be lazy. I've been allowing myself to break down and to give in. And I'm not sure why. And I realized that I've lost my spark of motivation. And it's really stupid. I shouldn't rely on anyone else to be motivated. I really shouldn't, because I am the only one who can change me. And I do. I rely on others for motivation. I follow pages that share people's stories about where they've come and where they started and how far they've come and everything like that. I still follow, you know, Rob and Dana's videos. I was following Rob's daily videos till he hit 100 and stopped and left me clueless on what to watch while I was on my morning cardio treadmill, but that's a whole nother story. And I found that I get motivation from others. You know, I see other things that people have gone through and it helps push me further. Now, sadly, I don't have friends around here that are remotely interested in working out. I don't know people who are remotely interested in training the way I train. I'm playing this solo motivation game, so I am using outside sources to assist with that. And everyone's got to do it their own way, and that's the way that works best for me. So, I got caught in a moment. I kept eating whatever I wanted to eat without a thought. I was drinking, you know, after long days and stuff like that, and it's just not... It's not beneficial to me. So I went through the house today and I dumped out any of the alcohol that I would drink. Can't be dumping away anyone else's alcohol. It's their own problem, you know. We got rid of everything that I would have drank and just sat down for a little while and made like a real plan on what I need to do. I'm gonna be focused. I'm going to get my shit done. I'm going to get back into being healthy. I'm not going to allow being sick to break me down, because there are people that are, very worse off in life than me, and they push through it. So I have absolutely fucking no excuse. And back to the fact that I said I was very motivated by, Rob Bailey and stuff like that. I had found out that I had been listening to Rob Bailey and the Hustle Standard before I knew who Rob Bailey and the Hustle Standard was. And it was just a mashup of music I had, and a couple of the spots and the songs. I was always like, wow, I really like this shit. It's like really good motivation. It's really good like workout music, da-da-da. And I found out later who the fuck it was, and sure as shit, I had been listening to them before I knew who the fuck they were. And it's just like it kept getting thrown in my face, like, follow them, keep track of this. People kept telling me about them, and I was like, yeah, I'll look them up. I never really did. And I found that I draw a lot of motivation from them. They're real, they're honest, they've got struggles of their own. Oh, I follow them. I follow Furious Pete. At first it was just funny because he made these food videos and stuff, and then I found out about his life and his workouts and all the struggles he's going through and stuff. And like I said, I've just come to realize that it is motivational to see other people's stories of failure and success and everything like that. And I just need to create my own. That's what I really need to do. And I've been ranting for who knows how long this video is. Today is day one. What is today? Today is Sunday, March 26th. I have till December 10th to be a completely different me. And I'm going to get there. So today is day one. Today is day one of my accountability. And 30 days from now, I will do this again. And I will be honest about it like I was in this video. And we will see where I stand. And for those who give two fucks and actually watch this, if you're interested in knowing how things are going, then I'll let you know when the next one posts. For those who didn't watch it and don't give two flying fucks, just wait for my next stupid video and, go about your damn day there, I guess. But, yeah, that was weird looking. I guess I've said what I really wanted to say and got things off my chest, and, back to the beginning. This message is for Rob Bailey. I did not take off of work. I took off from work, as in I worked and then I drove all the way there and waited in line. So I just want to clarify that. I was not being lazy. I came after work and really wanted to meet you guys, and it's badass that I did, and I've actually still got my hat, which actually, it's in my warehouse gym bag. There's my hat. There's Rob Bailey's signature. And, yeah. This is my accountability. And this is day one. So, I'll see you in 30 days.